This episode is brought to you by Baby on Board Riding and Driving School.
Trafico. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome once again. Yo, this is exactly what I needed today. I'm smelling gas. What's up with that? Needed some traffic riding. So I'm going to be doing a few situational awareness activities while on the motorcycle this afternoon. Current time 1:30. So I picked it perfectly. Some heavy traffic, and I get to practice some situational awareness. And I'm gonna be taking you along for the ride. So basically, my game plan is to just ride the traffic, talk about what's happening, my thought processes, and just show you, how I navigate. So I haven't done this in a while, so this is somewhat of a refresher for me. And so right now, I'm just practicing my slow ride. Got my gas set, and I'm just using my clutch. And yes, sir, I'm just moving through the traffic. Now a lot of persons will be looking at me and saying, "Yo, this guy has a motorcycle and he's in traffic." Yes, I am, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Yes, sir. So I'm just cruising, just practicing my slow ride. Fundamental. Yes, I can zoom in onto oncoming traffic and make my way around a blind corner and possibly get picked up. But what I'm doing right now is just, enjoying moving slowly, practicing my clutch balance, using the gas, steady, and yeah. So right now I just need to keep the bike straight. So like I said, it's been a while since I've done this, and I'm weaving a little bit too much. I'm not liking it. So I need to concentrate on keeping the bike straight, or keeping the handlebar straight, and have the bike go up the hill without too much, other sideways thingamabob. So let's go. Practice time. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. Balance, balance, balance. See? Too much sideward movement, man. Yo! I'm shaking off the rust right now. Crossing the line. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. I just need to practice keeping the bike straight. So clearly I've gotten rusty. And yes, I can just speed past all the vehicles onto oncoming traffic, get picked up by that petrol truck right there. And that's easy. But I'm not really in the mood to get picked up by a petrol truck today. So I'm just practicing the fundamentals, and I can feel I'm getting a little better. It's still struggling a little bit. Look at my handlebar. Handlebar is barely staying straight. Like I said, yes, I can just zoom past all the vehicles and just continue on, but it's not really necessary. I'm not in a hurry. I'm just here to practice. I want to leave and come back as I left. Yes, at some point in time I'll move past the traffic, but this is a good place to practice. So a little further up, this is where the traffic merges. And yo, keep it straight, bro. So this is where the traffic merges. And this is where I need to have my situational awareness on, glancing, making sure I know where all the vehicles are. Just taking it easy, you know what I'm saying? And I am roasting, yo, with that 1:30 in the afternoon sun. Woo! Holy moly. See, I'm not really on the line, I'm on the inside. So yes, right around there's a gap. I can just zoom in. I'm not gonna do this the entire way, trust me. Whew, it's starting to get hot. It's a little better. So yeah, so if you notice with my positioning, I am making sure that I could see ahead of me all the time. So the vehicle ahead of me, the vehicle in front of me right now, is not the important vehicle. It's what's happening further on, because I'm sure if this guy had a chance, he would keep going. But he stopped because he's realized, that there's something happening ahead of him. So if I am to move ahead of this guy, then I need to make sure that I too can see what's happening ahead of the person ahead of him. Now mind. So this is the merging zone. I'm good. Alright, so you see, like this position right here, I could see ahead of him that there's a coaster, but I can't see ahead of the coaster. So this is why I take this position right here. So that gives me a better vantage point. And this is what I'm talking about. Being able to see as far ahead as possible gives you a lot more control, because you get to see further down and you keep it safe. See, that wasn't so bad. So I need to work on my slow riding. My balance is a little bit off, a little bit rusty. All right, let's go again. What's happening here? So as I'm moving along this main thoroughway to the north of the island, I want to make sure that if I'm going to continue moving like this, I mean, they're broken lines, so that means it's possible for me to overtake, but I'm technically overtaking, but there's oncoming traffic. So I'm sharing the lane with these vehicles, and I'm looking at any gaps, any junctions, to make sure that there's no movement, no vehicles going in or going out, So again, my positioning is important because I want to make sure that I could see further ahead and not just the vehicle in front of me. I want to keep seeing all the way. Alright, a little more speed. Looking out for potholes. Oh man, this is fun. Alright. A little bit of glancing. So this is where I'm going to start to advance. So you see where that truck just came out right there. Another vehicle just came out. I could see another vehicle reversing a little further down. So what I could do, I could move forward. Make sure this guy sees me. Watch out for the crack. And if you've seen any of my other situational awareness videos, you would know that coming up on the right hand side is a junction that persons use to escape any traffic heading further up north. So see that, how this guy is indicating right there? I don't know if this guy is going to do it as well, but sometimes persons are like, you know what, this traffic, nah, I'm just going to swing right. So making sure that I'm safe. And I'm also looking for other motorcycle riders who might be coming with oncoming traffic, because you have other motorcyclists, on two wheels, and we are not as patient. So we'd want to keep moving, and especially if you have a motorcycle that gets really hot, it doesn't make, for a very interesting ride if you're just riding slowly in traffic. Making sure no one is taking a right turn, glancing. Same thing, around this particular corner, you might have some motorcyclists who might want to move away from traffic. Alright, we're going to advance a little bit, fit myself right there. Yeah, so this is easier because, the bike is rolling, so not much balance required here. Alright, so I'm going to keep advancing because I can. I've got two wheels. I could squeeze right there. See, this guy's giving me room, giving him a thumbs up. This guy gave me room, give him a thumbs up. Thank you. Alright, so right around here we have a blind corner. So as you can see, it's not easy to see ahead, so I advance with caution, preferably staying on my side. Watch out for that crack. Now there's another junction coming up, both sides, right and left. I even forgot about the one on the right. So this guy is coming towards me, nothing happening here, and I can advance. Okay, a little bit of a slow ride. Alright, we're gonna advance again. Yo, I'm just playing it safe. So right here I could see all the way through, though I'm not really technically supposed to be right here. But there's something happening on the left right there. What's that? Okay, no one can come out there, so I keep advancing. There's a right hand turn. Any indicators? This guy looks like he stopped, he's not going in there. And then we advance again. There's a petrol station coming up. Someone might decide, you know what, yo, instead of getting stuck in traffic, let me just swing right into that petrol station. Just make sure that that's not happening. So if no one is giving any indication that they're going to be heading to the petrol station, then I can advance. Nice and easy. There's absolutely no reason to speed through because these guys are barely moving. So what is the point going 1,000 miles an hour, you know, zooming past all these vehicles? You know, we're still going faster than them, so I can just take my time. Watch out for the pebbles in the road. Coming up is a junction on the left hand side, and because I know vehicles might be coming out of there, or someone might be coming towards me opposite direction, might want to go in there. I want to make sure all is clear. See, exactly what I was saying. There's a vehicle, it's going to be turning right. Come on. So yeah, like I said, there's no reason to zoom past. There's another one, but I see you indicating, bro, but I'm on the move. We have another troublesome junction right here on the right hand side. These are mostly persons who are doing their best to avoid the traffic, so they use somewhat of a shortcut. And man, up ahead it looks cray. This guy has his indicator on. That's a hazard. Nice and easy. Oh, like I said, I'm going faster than them, so there's absolutely no reason to be zooming past. Just take it slow. Nice and easy. There's a vehicle coming up on the left hand side. Want to make sure I know what this guy's doing, and there's another vehicle indicating right. See? Just slow down. Because what's the point in zooming past and then you know, I go past that vehicle and then they swing right in front of me and I find myself in some kind of silly incident or accident. Petrol station over on the right, no threat there. Another junction on the left, no threat there. Anyone coming out from the hardware store? Nope. Quick glance, and now we can advance. Yo, this is too easy, man. I'm only, what, 12 minutes into the ride? It's too easy. So there are a lot of vehicles that I left back there, and, you know, I've advanced that much. Another tricky corner, you have motorcyclists coming around this corner, and they may decide that they don't want to stay on, you know, follow the traffic. So I'm looking out for any motorcyclists coming around this corner, and this is why I choose not to advance as yet, but now I will. Making sure that I could always see ahead of the vehicle ahead of me. Right now I can't see diddly squat, so I'm just gonna lay back and just roll with the traffic. Alright. This is all real time. This is what's happening right now in the north. So up ahead we have another tricky intersection. I can see a vehicle coming off on the right hand side. Another vehicle just made a right hand turn. Where is this guy going? He's going up north. What's happening with this guy? And this is why we don't speed. Nice and easy. Quick glance. That's it. Super easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Alright, so we have another tricky blind turn right here, and I just like to hug the outside because you never know what's gonna be happening or what's gonna be coming for me over here. Clear road. Whoa! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You saw that up ahead. Vehicle on the left, but he's completely stopped. There's no threat. Quick glance. Good to go. Another one of those turns that I want to stay on the outside, just to ensure that you know, any vehicles not doing what they're supposed to be doing doesn't come into contact, alright, with me. Nice and easy. Quick glance, good to go. Yo, this was too easy, man. So my slow ride uphill definitely needs some more practice, because man, I was weaving that bike like a snake on the roadways. Alright, so we have some traffic coming up ahead. Lower gear because we're heading downhill. Nice and easy. Let the motorcycle roll. And right here I could somewhat advance. So there's an intersection on my left hand side, and I can see that there's no threat, so I can advance right here, and I'm only advancing when I feel completely comfortable and confident that I can do so. No intersection coming up, so I'm okay. So this guy overtook a while ago, and it's kind of reckless if you ask me, but not my monkey, not my circus. Now he's back there. I still advance. Anyone turning right? Nope. Now I did see a vehicle coming out of the petrol station. Okay, it's already merged, so there's no threat. And then I can continue to advance. Nothing coming out of that junction. Now there's an intersection coming up on my left, so you have vehicles either merging or going into that intersection. So I'm going to stay right behind this vehicle. Oh, it's actually turning left. Quick glance, make sure I'm safe. Okay, another tricky intersection coming up. There's always lots going on here, so I'm going to stay on this side of the road. Yep, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Quick glance, and we're off. Alright, we got an open road. I can see an indicator going across. Simply slow down. Allow everything to happen ahead of me to happen, and that's going to protect me. Pothole. That's going to protect me, and you know, just allow everything that is happening happen. So you'll notice that throughout my stops, I'm never directly behind the vehicle in front of me, and the reason why is I'm allowing the vehicles to the back of me an escape route. So if, for example, if the vehicle to the back of me, the driver of the vehicle to the back of me is not paying attention, with my position, let's say they're on the cell phone looking down, punching some text in or whatever. Let me get this camera back online. So the reason why I choose this particular position in the road is to allow the vehicle to the back of me an escape route. So let's say, for example, that driver to the back of me is texting. Hey babe, I just got out of traffic, lunch is on the way. And he looks up and, oh crap, the guy on the motorcycle with the green vest is not moving. Okay, I'll just swing this way so I could avoid any contact. Easy. But if I'm directly behind the vehicle ahead of me, then, you know, what are they gonna do? Go in the ditch or go onto oncoming traffic? Whatever they choose to do, I just don't want to be in the middle of it. So I get myself out of the way and give them all the room they need to do whatever they need to do. Now I'm constantly checking my mirrors, especially on my right hand side, because if another motorcyclist feels like, yo, this guy with the green vest is really slow, man, they might want to, you know, advance, and I might be in the way. So I keep checking my mirror, this side and that side, to make sure that I can move to the side and allow them to do their thing. Go over to your emergency. Alright, I'm gonna advance right here. This is a small car. And I'm advancing slowly. We have a pedestrian crossing coming up. I can see somebody on the right hand side. But now the back is to me, so that means they're not crossing. Another intersection coming up. Yeah, I didn't even see that vehicle, but my position allowed me an opportunity to not make contact with the vehicle ahead, because it's like, yo, he stopped. What happened? Another intersection on the right hand side. Alright, I'm gonna advance. Continuous check of my surroundings. Yeah, man. This was too easy. What happened there? Why did you do that? See, again, my positioning allows me the opportunity to see things. So I don't know why he stopped, but he did. Doesn't matter. So all I do is to slow down next to him, but never to the back of him. And yeah, just like that. What, we're talking 25 minutes, if that. It took me to get to this point. And I enjoyed it so much, I'm gonna do it again. Let's go this way.